Just a cup of hot water can start this engine. Even the warmth of a hand can make it run. This is a Stirling engine, an external combustion engine invented by a Scottish engineer of the same name in 1816. The engine features a sealed chamber containing air, with one end in contact with a heat source and the other end exposed to a cooler temperature. During operation, thanks to the movement of a piston, hot and cold air masses are pushed back and forth, exchanging volumes with each other. This movement generates work on the piston, which transfers force to operate an external flywheel, while also moving the air mass. Although the cost is relatively high and the speed can change quickly, the engine boasts high efficiency, operates quietly, and runs steadily. Moreover, it can easily harness solar energy to generate electricity. A remarkably simple engine, it functions by merely submerging a wheel in hot water. The magic behind this engine lies in Nitinol, a shape memory alloy we've explored in a previous video. Essentially, Nitinol can remember its original form and revert to it when heated. Check out that video for a deeper dive. In a Nitinol engine, springs made from this alloy are stretched around a wheel. When heated, they contract, trying to regain their original shape. This creates an imbalance of forces, causing the wheel to spin. As long as there's a temperature difference, the wheel will keep turning. While this design is both straightforward and easy to build, its efficiency is relatively low, limiting its widespread use.
This is considered the first steam engine recorded in history. The Aeolipile was invented in the 1st century by the Greek mathematician and engineer Heron. It is a simple centrifugal steam turbine consisting of a sealed cauldron placed over a heat source and a hollow sphere with 2 bent, open tubes facing opposite directions. As the water in the cauldron boils, steam flows through the pipes into the sphere and escapes through the 2 exhaust tubes. The escaping steam generates thrust, creating torque that causes the sphere to rotate around its axis. The rotation speed of the sphere increases until it stabilizes. Experiments have shown that the engine can reach speeds of up to 1500 RPM with only very low pressure. However, at the time, it was merely considered a novel toy with no practical application.
Instead of having a straight cylindrical shape, the cylinder of this engine is curved, and its piston moves in a pendulum-like motion. This type of engine is known as the Taurozzi, or more commonly as a pendulum engine. While this design might seem unusual, it has its own reasoning. In a conventional engine, the gap between the cylinder and piston must be extremely small to prevent the piston from tilting due to the connecting rod's force. This results in significant friction between the piston and the cylinder wall. With the Taurozzi engine, the movement of the piston and connecting rod occurs naturally with minimal conflict. As a result, the piston does not need to be as close to the cylinder wall, reducing friction and the need for lubrication to a minimum. This improves efficiency and can lead to fuel savings of up to 30%. However, despite these advantages, the Taurozzi engine is not widely used. Its design is highly unbalanced and requires a hinge for the piston, making it unsuitable for most engine configurations. Additionally, producing curved cylinders is more complex, and the engine is prone to uneven wear during operation.
In the animated movie Ponyo, a little boat moves forward with just the heat from a candle. While it may seem like something straight out of fiction, this boat actually exists. It's a simple version of a steam engine, known as a pop-pop boat. The boat consists of a small boiler connected to 2 copper exhaust tubes. When heat is applied, the water inside the boiler evaporates, producing steam. This sudden expansion of steam pushes the water out of the exhaust tubes, propelling the boat forward. As the steam escapes, it creates a vacuum in the boiler, sucking water back into the exhaust tubes. The water then boils again, and the cycle repeats, allowing the boat to move continuously.
This is the most powerful aircraft piston engine ever mass-produced, the Wasp Major R4360. It was used in the B-36 bomber, which is even larger than the B-52 Flying Fortress. The engine was designed with 28 cylinders totaling 71 liters, along with a turbocharger and a supercharger. The cylinders were arranged in 4 rows in a spiral configuration to enhance air cooling efficiency. When it debuted in 1944, the engine could produce an unmatched power output of 4,300 HP, making it the most powerful piston engine in the world at the time. The Wasp Major R4360 was considered the pinnacle of piston engine technology of its era. However, the engine's high cooling requirements, operational costs, and maintenance expenses were significant drawbacks. Consequently, it was quickly replaced with the advent of jet engines. Do you want us to make a video on any other topics? Please comment below. Don't forget to share this video if you found it useful, and make sure to subscribe to follow the latest videos from F5M. Goodbye and see you next time.